This is WWE at the moment. Unfortunately, people, we are living in the worst era of the WWE. Wildcard my ass! If WWE seems to think that Superstar Shakeup doesn't matter anymore and that 4 weeks of television can be just pretty much wasted, well, why don't we do just the same? You are watching greatness of Raw and SmackDown. It's going to be a wild episode. To be fair, calling it greatness is a bit of an embarrassment. It's kind of a crime. I deserve a punishment. So in today's episode, we are going to have a bit of a different intro. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of, well, I should say the first episode, a wild episode of greatness, embarrassment of Raw and SmackDown. WWE introduced a wild card rule. Only WWE could try to fix low ratings by making the product even worse. It was unwatchable, people. To be fair, it was like watching a sinking ship. It was so desperate, and I cannot stand current WWE product. The brand split is pretty much over at this point. So basically, these are the rules, or should I say, wild rules of this rule. 4 superstars from Raw can appear on SmackDown Live, and the other way around. That's pretty much it. So what it tells you is that major superstars from Raw will appear on SmackDown and the other way around. So basically the brand split is over. It's really unnecessary to continue with the brand split with this rule intact. It's a super show! I cannot stand this idea, and like I've said before, I've never been this disappointed and pretty much uninterested in the WWE product ever. Even in 2017, I was kinda into it. The product was terrible, but it didn't felt random. Now it's basically just chaos. I should also mention that the ratings increased just a little bit, so I don't think it was successful. So why don't we just talk about Raw and SmackDown? So basically, just to give you an example, an idea of how bad it was, here's the thing. We got Monday Night Raw, we got 2 superstars from SmackDown in the main event of Raw for the SmackDown's world title. I don't want to be negative, but I've been watching WWE since 2004. It was never this bad. Talents are not the answer for low ratings. Just make better shows. I'm not gonna go in depth with this review. I'm just gonna tell you the highlights of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live. People, I don't know for how long I will be able to do this. I'll probably need a break from these reviews. Roman Reigns does what he wants, so he appears on Monday Night Raw. He doesn't care. Neither do I. He interrupted Vince McMahon and he said that he has some unfinished business on Monday Night Raw. Then Kofi Kingston interfered and Daniel Bryan interfered. So Vince McMahon comes up with an amazing idea. He's a genius! So he came up with the wild card rule in the most confusing way possible because nothing was actually explained. And people, we are getting the WWE Championship match in the main event of Monday Night Raw. So people would care because 2 superstars from SmackDown Live are fighting for the WWE Championship on Monday Night Raw. It's a championship match, so you should care. It's a super show! Another highlight was Sami Zayn roasting the crowd again, but this time he got interrupted by Braun Strowman, our favorite WWE wrestler of all time. It never gets old, people, when Braun Strowman always destroys things. When he destroys cars, man, I love it. It never gets old. I could watch that for weeks, and as a matter of fact, I'm watching that every damn week. I'm so entertained. This time, he did this. And I bet Sami Zayn smells really bad, like poo-poo. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. So basically, Revival decided not to resign with the WWE. What is the only logical solution for the WWE? Bury them. So yeah, last week they were shaving each other's backs. This week they have a cack problem. I don't know who found it funny other than Vince McMahon, honestly. If you found it funny, Why? Because it was cringy. I hate to use that word, honestly, but it was really, really cringy. It was really, really bad. And it was probably WWE's attempt to make sure that Revival will look like a bunch of losers when they leave the WWE. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but here's what happened. Usos made sure that Revival's cacks are burning. So then they gave them water after they just grinded on the ring and stuff. And the water made it worse. They were supposed to drink it. People say, well, it was a bit of an attitude era. I don't think so. And the funny thing is, it doesn't even benefit the Usos. Remember Usos back in 2016 and 17? They were an unstoppable tag team, a serious tag team that basically kicked the crap out of other tag teams. They cared about this division. Now, they are recording other wrestlers in bathrooms. We got Seth Rollins and AJ Styles teaming up against low ratings Order. And unfortunately, people, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins lost because AJ Styles accidentally hit Seth Rollins with a phenomenal forearm. Baron Corbin is the greatest answer to WWE's low ratings. Guaranteed. It's crazy that we are finally getting this dream match between Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Something I've wanted to see since like 2016, ever since AJ Styles came to the WWE. Always wanted to see that, but I don't care at all. There's no story. People didn't care, and I don't understand why. I seriously don't. The product is so bad at the moment. Everything other than this rivalry is so bad that even this storyline suffers. And when you put Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley into the storyline, man, you cannot expect anything. You cannot expect anything. So we have this Money in the Bank ladder match, right? We didn't get any qualifying matches. People were just randomly chosen. Makes no sense whatsoever. Well, until now, because we got Bobby Roode versus Ricochet. If Bobby Roode wins, he will take Ricochet's spot. Thankfully, Ricochet won the match. Why couldn't you just do that at the beginning? Bray Wyatt, as always, was the highlight of the show. People say this is a bad gimmick, but I really disagree. I already like this Bray Wyatt a bit more than the actual Bray Wyatt that we got in the WWE, because the previous Bray Wyatt talked nonsense. Oh, Bray Wyatt is a great promo. Yeah, I cannot wait to hear about all the Sister Abigails and Sunshines. I think they are giving this gimmick to Aleister Black, and I cannot stand these promos. We got a WrestleMania rematch, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Wow! The worst match of WrestleMania is in a rematch. Not the worst match, but it was definitely not great. But Shane McMahon and Elias attacked Roman Reigns. I love the idea of Shane McMahon being the top 2 superstar in the WWE. Damn, why are the ratings so low? Me? Negative? What are you talking about? Of course, The Miz chased Shane McMahon and we got a brawl outside of the ring backstage. And it was decent because I love the camera angle. Made things look a little bit more real. You know, someone just filming from the top. I liked that view. I believe it was pretty nice. Lars Sullivan attacks No Way Jose. Somewhere Christian is searching for people who give a damn. And the main event of Monday Night Raw. 2 SmackDown superstars for the SmackDown Championship in a Raw ring. Gotta love the competition between these two. Gotta love the competition. So, obviously, Kofi Kingston retains. And if WWE thought that this is a reason for people to continue to watch the show in the 3rd hour, well, it was not. Why would they? So it was possibly the worst Monday Night Raw I've ever seen. It wouldn't be that bad, but I hated the wildcard rule, first of all. And it felt so random. It was just basically chaos. Okay, so SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live, on the other hand, was a bit better. Honestly, it was not that bad of a show. It's funny though, only 4 superstars from Raw can appear on SmackDown Live. They said it on SmackDown Live and they broke that rule in seconds when The Miz was the 5th man on the show. Or maybe the Usos are the same person, I'm not quite sure. AJ Styles and Sami Zayn took advantage of the wild card rule. Kofi Kingston is not a fan of it. And it's been announced that we are getting a WWE Championship match again. But you see people, now it makes all the sense in the world because a SmackDown Live superstar is defending his SmackDown Live World Championship on SmackDown against 2 superstars from Raw. We got Ali versus Andrade. 90% of the match was basically during the commercial, so we didn't see anything. Randy Orton interfered. And again, Ali was the last man standing. So they are kinda teasing that Ali is going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. He's not. He's not. WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships giveaway. Shane McMahon decided to give the SmackDown Live Tag titles to Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. Of course, someone from Raw had to interfere and it was the Usos. They said that we made this tag team division prestigious. You cannot just give these titles like that. So we got a championship match. Thankfully, Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan won this match, so we got the new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. I don't know if I want Daniel Bryan in a tag team division, but at the end of the day, we are probably getting brand new SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. And Daniel Bryan is not doing anything. What else could he fight for? So, I guess it makes sense. Shane McMahon was about to make some kind of announcement. Probably not. Probably just a lazy way for WWE to come up with a reason for The Miz to basically interfere. So The Miz attacked Shane McMahon again. But you see people, the greatest WWE tag team of all time had none of it. The B Team are no longer friends with The Miz. Now they are in the Shane's Tourage. Bray Wyatt lost a lot of weight. And he talked about darkness. And of course, we got Kofi Kingston versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. I love AJ, I love Kofi, I love Sami. The thing is, it made no sense whatsoever. Again, I hope that this rule will not have any effect on the ratings or maybe even make it worse. I want WWE's ratings to be just a little bit worse right now. It's not a WWE GM mode in a video game where you put a bunch of popular superstars and people won't care if the story is not there. Maybe Vince McMahon doesn't believe that, but we are real people. We see through the BS. And you see, I do understand why WWE did it. Basically, Vince McMahon had no choice. It wasn't even his decision. He wanted the brand split to continue. USA Network and Fox pretty much wanted the brand split to end because they want more superstars on both shows. Vince McMahon came up with the wild card idea. I guess this is the only solution. I understand. Is it going to be successful? No, it still could have been avoided. Of course, Kofi Kingston retained the championship even though Kevin Owens tried to help Sami Zayn. Now, the interesting thing is, Kofi Kingston already retained his championship like 3-4 times. So I guess he's a nice champion. The problem is, the story is not that interesting, you know? So I guess that's a bit of a problem, but as far as Kofi Kingston as a champion, he's a good champion and he doesn't really look that weak. So that is a positive. So what a disappointing week of WWE television. Lost my interest. I don't know if I will make a review Greatness of Raw, Greatness of SmackDown next week. I probably will, but don't expect me to be Mr. Positivity. I don't like being negative about the WWE, but I feel this way right now. I feel like WWE is horrible. I don't want to lie. I can't act like, you know what? This could be positive because we can see Roman Reigns both on Raw and SmackDown. Roman Reigns equals ratings. I love Roman Reigns. Give me more Roman. So let me know what you think of this week's Raw and SmackDown in the comments below. If you want to support the channel, make sure to click that like button. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And as always, yeah boy, Mr. Foreheadamania, the Great One. Peace, love, and hugs.